Hello, welcome, namaste. My name is Babette. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing on my YouTube yoga channel. It's been a while. I've had quite a bit going on here in New York City. So to bring it all back, this class I'd like to offer you what I've been calling a mega mashup from the last month or so. So be prepared for quite a bit of spice, strengthening through your hips, especially through your shoulders. There's always options, so feel free to back off a bit or forego any of my options. Blocks can always be handy, so please have them nearby, maybe some water and a towel, but you'll primarily be needing your practice space, your mat, and a moment to practice. Thanks so much for being here. When you're ready, please meet me at the back of your mat. Welcome to New York. Sitting in a child's pose, knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. Letting your hips sink to your heels. Take a moment to let the forehead come to the floor. Maybe you wish to gently rock out your forehead side to side, smoothing out, relaxing the top of the feet into the floor. Actually, a lovely stretch for the top of your feet, your ankles, while you let the hips gently open up. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. And through gently pursed lips, breathe it out. And then let your breath return to neutral. On the next inhale, keeping your knees wide, come onto hands and knees, all fours with a cat spine, so a big dome. Exhale, shift your hips forward, keep going, looking forward until the feet float off the floor. And then next exhale, shift your hips back to the heels, child's pose. Gonna go for two more. Inhale picks you up, dome the back, cat spine, draw the hips forward, look forward, arcing back. There's your cow spine. And then exhale, hips back to heels. One more time, inhale coming up, open up your back body, and exhale, let the front body gently stretch. And then inhale, hips to heels. Lift your forehead, exhale, thread your left arm underneath the right. Come to lie on the left upper arm, the left cheek. Just make sure I'm not squishing my microphone here. Sink your hips a little further back towards your heels. Keep the left arm where it is. And reach your right arm around your lower back and maybe snuggle it into the left inner hip crease. Keep the arm where it is as you come up to sit on the heels. Left hand reaches for the outer right knee or the thigh. You're in a beautiful twist. Inhale, lengthen a little bit, and let the exhale guide you perhaps into a bit of a deeper twist. And then inhale, face forward, let your arms hang by your side body. Now you can use your hands for this or go without. Step your right foot underneath your right knee. You're standing or sitting on the left shin and top of the left foot. Let your elbows rest on the knees, palms facing upward. And then exhale, come up to stand on your left shin, top of the left foot. And inhale, have a seat. I'm gonna go for two more. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, have a seat. And then exhale, come up, stay up. Swivel your left heel forward and have a seat behind the heel. Extend your right leg long, flex through the foot. Both arms reach up, inhale. And exhale, reach forward into this half wide forward fold. Stick your butt bones back a bit, lengthen your heart forward. Go for a nice big breath in through your nose. And then side out. Inhale, walk your hands back towards you. Reach your left hand to your left behind you like a kickstand. Come to stand on the left shin. Reach your right arm way up and overhead. And then exhale, lower your seat back down behind that left heel. Inhale, bend your right knee. Swing the leg behind you like a figure four, figure four. Come to stand on your shins. Exhale, draw your big toes to touch behind you and have a seat on the heels. Walk your hands forward, back into your child's pose. Keep your left arm reached out in front of you. Lift your head. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath the left. Come to lie on your right upper arm, your right cheek.
Sink your hips a bit further back, and an inhale, reach your left arm around your lower back. Maybe find that inner hip crease. Keep the left arm wrapped, but bring yourself up to sit on the heels. Right hand goes across to the outer left thigh or the knee. Inhale, lengthen a bit, and exhale, let your chest turn a bit more towards the left. And then inhale, facing forward, let your arms hang by your side body. With hands or without hands, step that left foot underneath your left knee, create a bit of space. Hands, elbows on the knees. Next inhale, come to stand on your right shin, top of the right foot, and then exhale, have a seat. Gonna go for 2 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, have a seat. And then inhale, coming up, stay up. Swivel your right heel forward, have a seat behind it. Extend the left leg long in an angle in front of you. Both arms reach up. And then exhale, this wider half forward fold. Go for a bigger breath in. A little cow spine sensation. If you flex the left foot, kicking through the heel, you'll activate your quads. And then as a result, a bit of more an active stretch through your hamstrings. Inhale, walk your hands back. Sweep your right hand to your right behind you, kickstanded. Sweep your left arm way up and overhead, coming to stand on your right shin. And then exhale, have a seat behind your right heel. Bend the left knee, swing the lower leg behind you. Inhale, come up to stand on your shins. Swivel your big toes to touch, have a seat on the heels. When you're ready, plant your hands between your knees. And then exhale, hop up into Malasana, your yogic squat. Hands to heart, elbows to inner knees. Try to look forward and broaden across your collarbones. Big breath in, side out. And then inhale, hands down, hips come up, face your toes forward, let the head drop. Maybe heel toe your feet a smidge underneath you, find a half lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Go for 2 more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, tabletop spine. Pull your butt bones apart. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, forward fold. I think I said forward a moment ago. Press into your feet. Inhale, reach arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Next inhale, both arms reach up again. Exhale, forward fold over the legs, dive it down. A half lift on the inhale. Exhale, walk it forward to your plank pose, and once your shoulders are over the wrist, draw your hips back to downward facing dog. A little bit of movement, whatever feels good to you. I like a little head bobble, a gentle pedal out in the feet. Widen through your fingers. Some really cool body language research has shown that when we spread our fingers wide apart, it shows that we care and it gives us a little bit more confidence. How cool is that? So spread those fingers wide, and besides all of that, it takes a lot of our pressure out of the wrists and helps us to distribute the weight over the entirety of our hands. On the next inhale, lift your heels and your hips, dome the spine forward to a plank pose. And then exhale, shift your shoulders forward, elbows back, halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana, to your upward facing dog. Roll over the toes or flip the feet. And then exhale, your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Draw your big toes to touch at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your shoulders over the wrists. Look between the thumbs. And then exhale, shift your hips and heels back to where you found them. Inhale, take a baby step forward, high onto your tippy toes. Shift your shoulders over wrist. Press your fingerprints into the mat. And then exhale, shift your heels back to the floor. Stay where you are, or another baby step forward. High onto the tippy toes. Push, 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 push. Look down. Exhale, heels back, down. Stay where you are, or one more time, a smidge forward. Coming high up onto the tippy toes. Claw your fingerprints, and then exhale, heels back down, drop the head. Walk it to the front or go for a little bit of a sauntering. And then once you're there, please drop the head, make fists in the hands and circle through your wrists, just to give the hands some love. And then let them come down, a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Your Urdhva Hastasana, up hands. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, both arms up, full breath in. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. If you're stepping back, go slow. If you're jumping back, please look forward. Landing directly in Chaturanga. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So you're more than welcome to stay in down dog. I have a lot of respect for a longer down dog. Maybe you wish to insert a brief child's pose or to work on shoulder strength and shoulder opening. Come along with me. Inhale, shoulders come forward until they're over the wrist, your plank. Exhale directly into dolphin pose. Keep your hands where they are. Your hips shift up and back, pressing your elbows to the floor. You can do one after the other if that's easier. Look between your thumbs, neck is nice and long, press into the elbows. Then let the head drop, look at your feet. And then exhale, straighten through the arms back to downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, big toes to touch back of the mat. Shoulders come over the wrists, look between the thumbs. See if you can keep your legs straight. I need to swing my legs a little bit out to the side to make this happen. Exhale, tap the right toes to the right wrist, hips up to make that happen, and then inhale, step it back. Exhale, heels, hips up, left toes, left wrist, and then inhale, step it back. Exhale, a baby step forward, half a footprint. Lift the heels, hips, look between the thumbs, right toes, right wrist. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, left toes, left wrist, shift your weight forward. Inhale, step it back. Take a baby step forward. High on the tippy toes, exhale, right toes, right wrist. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, left toes, left wrist. Inhale, step it back. Maybe one more time or stay where you are. Baby step forward. Right toes, right wrist. Boop. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, left toes, left wrist, boop. Inhale, step it back. And then walk it to the front. Saunter it. Let the head drop. Maybe a circle through your wrist. Jazz hands, sparkle fingers. A half lift on the inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, double tap. Inhale, come all the way up. Your Urdhva Hastasana, up hands pose. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, both arms reach up, full breath in. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. A half lift, inhale. Exhale, step back, jump back, float back. If you're jumping directly to Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And then exhale, your downward facing dog. All right, I got another one for your shoulders. Again, you can stay in down dog or take a child's pose. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose if you're coming along with me. And then exhale, shift your forearms down, hips up and back to dolphin pose. Look at your thumbs. Maybe stay here for 3 breaths. Or exhale, try to tap your forehead between the thumbs. And inhale, shift your elbows back over, your shoulders back over your elbows. Twice more. Exhale, tap the forehead. Inhale, shoulders over elbows. Exhale, tap your forehead. Inhale, shoulders over elbows. Now let the head drop. Look at your feet. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, I got one more for you. Draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Inhale, shoulders over wrists. Look between your thumbs. Exhale, draw the right knee to your right tricep, squeeze. And inhale, step it back, shift the hips back. Exhale, heels, hips up, left knee, left tricep, squeeze, push, push, push to the palms. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, take a baby step forward. High on the tippy toes, shoulders over wrist. Right knee, right tricep, push. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep, push like crazy. Inhale, step it back. Stay where you are. One more baby step forward. High on the tippy toes. It's bananas. Right knee, right tricep. Shoulders are over the wrists. Inhale, step it back. And then exhale, left knee, left tricep. Push. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, walk it to the front. Saunter to the front. Let the head drop. Give the neck a break. Sparkle fingers, jazz hands, circle through the wrists. A half lift, inhale, reset. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, come all the way up, your Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Just taking it back to down dog. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, your step, jump, float. If you're jumping, look forward. Upward facing dog or your cobra. And then exhale, your downward facing dog. And then should you want to try one more for your shoulders or take a child's pose. Otherwise, come along with me. Come forward to plank. Exhale, forearms down, hips up and back, dolphin pose. Now we're going to try to take this directly forward into chaturanga. So I recommend you look forward. Use your legs as your greatest source of strength. You briefly lift the elbows, shoulders come forward, elbows bend back to your upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, side out. Drawing your big toes to touch at the back of the mat. Inhale, shoulders come forward. Exhale, slingshot it back. Bend the knees, look forward. And then Malasana, step or hop your feet to the outside of your hands. Second time we're here, maybe it feels a bit more expansive. Take another breath. So we work the hips, the core, hip flexors. Let's see how this works. If today, maybe tomorrow. If not today, maybe tomorrow. Hands come down, hips come up. Face your toes forward. Go for a little ragdoll once more. And then we have an opportunity to look at crow pose. If you have it, rock it out. If you're working on it, I take my feet a little bit further back. High on the tippy toes. Hands underneath your shoulders. Bend the knees, turn them out, look forward. So your knees can come into the armpits. And as you look forward, there's space to rock your way into the fingerprints, shins on the triceps. And then try to bring your big toes to touch to lift the heels off the floor. Push, push, push. And then if you want, you can take a step back or a jump back, or slowly take the crown of the head to the floor. Draw the knees into the chest, find a little egg-like shape, shifting the hips back, and maybe extend all the way through the legs into your tripod headstand. Find your breath, maybe shift your heels a little bit further back to fully stack. Now you can take it back to crow by taking your shins back to the triceps, or teeter the legs a 90-degree back. And then once you're ready to shoot them back, look forward for your upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Find a big breath in, maybe a sigh. And then a well-deserved child's pose, or sit up on your shins. I'm gonna switch sides, but feel free to stay where you are as we're moving into our second standing wave. So shoulders nice and warm, core activated, hips are very much online. So let's take that into our second wave. All fours, hands and knees on the inhale. Exhale, your downward facing dog. Draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Inhale, shoulders come over the wrist. Exhale, fire it up, slingshot it back, step or jump to the front. A half lift on the inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, push into your feet. Whole side body opens, and then exhale ends, hands to the heart. Inhale, both arms sweep up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back into a runner's lunge. Lower the knee down, untuck your toes. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up overhead for Anjaneyasana. Navel to spine, support your low back. Maybe interlace last 3 fingers, Kali Mudra. And something I've been working with, a little different approach to not dump into that front hip. Press into your right heel to lift up a bit. Exhale, drop the heart back a smidge, and then maybe deepen a bit more into your lunge. One more breath in. And then exhale, hands come down, frame your foot, tuck your back toes. Inhale, a right down dog split, swoop it all the way back. Bend the knee, open up your hip. And then tip it over to your left into a Rockstar. So you land onto the ball of your right foot, outer blade of the left. Keep it stacked or roll your heart all the way up towards the ceiling. Then please look down and lower your left booty cheek to the floor as a seat. Keep some space over to your left, so stay on the floor. Bottom of the right foot goes to the inner left thigh. Turn the knee out. Inhale, both arms reach up. And then exhale, forward fold over your left leg, Janu Shirshasana. Here too, think a bit of a cow spine, sticking your butt bones back. Go for a nice big breath in. Exhale, side out. Inhale, walk your hands back towards you. Plant your right foot into the floor, your knee faces to the ceiling. Both hands go to your left, place them to the top of the mat. Roll onto your belly with your right knee still bent. Toes facing up to the ceiling. Draw the hands directly underneath the shoulders, hug the elbows back. Tuck the left toes, push the heel. You'll feel your thigh and knee float off the floor. Knit the ribs in and try to push that up into a one-legged plank pose. Shift your hips up and back, forearms down, extend through the right leg. Dolphin split, let the head drop. Right leg stays up, straighten through the arms, and you're in a down dog split. Exhale, step that right foot through between your hands. Inhale, a warrior 2, left heel dials down to the right. Coming up. So ideally, heel intersects the arc of your back foot. Knee roughly over first and second toe of the front foot. Inhale, flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. Take a solid breath into the side body. Exhale, triangle pose. Right leg lengthens until it's long. Reaching forward, bottom hand rests wherever. Try not to make this come from locking your right knee, but instead push down into the right foot to let the limb elongate from a lengthening, not from a locking of the joint. Find your breath. Maybe even take your bottom hand to your belly or your chest to make sure you're not using it to hold yourself up here. Pushing into your feet, bend your right knee and you're in side angle. That can be forearm to thigh as well. Left arm up or maybe over your ear for the extended variation. I have to heel toe my foot a bit in my left foot to make sure I can still press that outer blade down. Go for yogi toe lock. Peace fingers of your right hand around your right big toe. Press those metatarsals down with the big toe. And then inhale, open back up into your triangle pose, pulling your hips back. And exhale, let the left hand lower. Release your toe lock, wide forward fold to your left, turning right toes to the left. Go for a small half lift. And then exhale, let it go. Stay where you are. If you want to, line up fingertips and big toes, crown of the head down. Scary part is to lift your heels and rock your weight back to let the legs float, or stay in your wide forward fold. If you're staying in the wide forward fold, rock the weight into the front of your feet. And if you're upside down, so you can slowly straddle out your legs, kick through your heels, and then bring the legs back down. Next inhale, let's find a half lift, flat back, tented fingers. Exhale, turn over your right leg, you're in a runner's lunge. Lower the left knee down, untuck the toes, and heel toe your right foot further to your right. Supported lizard. Inhale, look forward. Reach your right arm forward, up and all the way back. Maybe go for your tail grab, or let the head arm hang around your lower back. Now you can back into the foot, but then rock some weight forward. Feel free to come onto the left forearm if you want. Turn your heart up towards the ceiling. Go for a nice big breath in. And then side out. Carefully let that tail go if you have it. Come back to your palms. Tuck your left toes, push to the heel, the knee lift. You're in Uttam Prasthasana, your lizard. Next inhale, a right down dog split. Exhale, figure four, right ankle over your left thigh, figure four, downward facing dog. Flex that right foot, keep it flexed, keep it on the thigh. Inhale, pivot the left heel to your right for a figure four side plank into your right hand, left arm up. And then exhale, bend the standing leg, your left knee, figure four squat to the back of the room. Left hand grabs the pinky toe edge of your right foot. And then inhale, extend through both your legs. Find your Vishwamitrasana second variation, or let the foot go for a fallen triangle. And then inhale, let that foot go. Right down dog split. Keep the leg up. Exhale, shoulders come forward over wrist. Draw the right knee into your nose. And inhale, as you shoot your right leg back, bend the elbows back, one-legged chaturanga. Exhale, arms come up, lengthen right knee to nose. Twice more. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Go through your vinyasa to up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Side out. And then do please take a moment, your child's pose, or sit up on the shins. Okay. Moving into second side in a moment. All right. All fours to your downward facing dog, please. And on the inhale, draw the big toes to touch, shoulders come over the wrists. Exhale, slingshot it back, look forward, step or jump. That half lift on the inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, up hands, and then exhale, hands to your heart. Both arms reach up, try to get a little longer. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, your right foot steps back to that runner's lunge. Lower the knee down, untucking toes. Both arms sweep up to the ceiling. I like to interlace my last three fingers. Makes for a bit more of a shoulder opener. And then feel free to press into that left heel to lift up a bit. Dropping the heart back a smidge, then going a little deeper into the lunge. Exhale, hands come down, framing left foot. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, left down dog split. Bend the knee, open hip. Tip it to your right, Rockstar. You can keep that completely stacked in shoulders and hips, or again, go a little bit more for the turn up. Looking down, and then lower your right booty cheek to the floor, have a seat. Facing the back of the mat, bottom of left foot to inner right thigh. Arms reach up, inhale, and then exhale, fold over your right leg. Anjaneyasana, head to knee pose. Don't worry about it, your head doesn't have to touch your knee. Go for a little lift, lengthening, coming out. And then exhale, maybe a little bit further forward. Inhale, walk your hands back. Plant the left foot into the floor, knee facing up. Both hands go to your right, to the top of the mat. Roll onto your belly with the left knee still bent. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, hug the elbows back. Tuck your right toes, push through that heel, the knee, thigh lifts. And see if you can press that up into your one-legged plank. Shift your forearms down, dolphin split, left leg extends. Look at your back foot, straighten through the arms, down dog split. Exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Warrior two on the inhale, dial that right heel down, finding your feet. So something cool to think about, what you push down into your feet is support you're going to receive back. So really allow yourself to ground down, widening through the soles of the feet. Inhale, flip your left palm, reverse it. Such a gorgeous side body opener. And exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose, like a wave up and over. See if you can press into that left big toe mount. I love that feeling of pulling tailbone back to your back heel. You can look up onto the horizon or all the way down. And then by pushing down into your feet, bend the left knee, you're in side angle. That can be any variation as you wish. Stay with your breath. And notice if your chest is facing downward. Roll that right shoulder back if you can. Peace fingers of your left hand. Go around your left big toe if you wish. And then inhale, open that back up to your triangle pose. Lengthening also through that left shoulder. Try not to sink. And then exhale, let your right hand come down. Turn the left toes to the right, wide forward fold to the right. Maybe reset your feet. Small half lift. And then exhale, let it go. Maybe you wish to hold on to your ankles this time or yogi toe lock around both toes. You can also walk your hands in between your legs away from your face. I like to tend the fingers. Maybe taking that into your Shirshasana C. It looks quite scary, but it is actually very stable. I think I say that all the time because when I'm upside down, I kind of like to remind myself of that. And then if you're up, feel free to slowly take your time to descend if you're coming along with me. And then let's all find a half lift on the inhale. Exhale, turn over your left leg, runner's lunge. Lower right knee down on tuck. Heel toe left foot further to your left, finding your supported lizard. Shifting some weight forward, look forward. Inhale, left arm reaches forward, up and all the way back. Maybe let the arm hang around your low back or find your tail grab. I love to come onto my right forearm. It's not a necessity. So you can shine your heart up. Go for a nice big breath in. Sigh it out. And then carefully, if you have that tail, let it go. Coming back to your palms. Tuck the right toes, push to the heel, lizard. Inhale, left down dog split. Exhale, figure four, down dog. Left ankle crosses over your right thigh. Press your booty back. Keep that figure 4. Next inhale, figure 4 side plank into the left hand. Right heel dowels to the left. Reach your right arm up. And then exhale, bend your right knee, squat to the back of the mat. Right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Inhale, both legs lengthen. Pull that right shoulder over your ear or fallen triangle. And the next inhale, left down dog split. Exhale, find your shoulders over the wrist. Keep the leg up. Knee to nose. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga, shoulders forward, elbows back. Inhale, knee to nose, arms straight. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga into your upward facing dog. Did I miss one? You're welcome. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, side out. And then take another moment. Child's pose or sit up on the shins. So if you, technically we're not supposed to anticipate in a yoga practice, right? We're here for the ride, but if you enjoy a block for half moon pose, feel free to take one to the back of your mat and keep one at the front, as you might need it, we never know. All right, final standing wave. How we're doing? We're doing great. All fours on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, please draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg all the way off the floor. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower the left knee down, untuck the toes. Maybe you wish to stay a little longer in this lizard. That can be on palms, it can be on forearms. Just give my friends some options here. Try to hug that right knee in. If you want to have a look at supported Vishamamitrasana, come back to palms and swivel your left foot to the right like a kickstand. Slide your right shoulder underneath the right knee, framing the foot with your hands. Rock a little bit. Maybe this is enough. Or please, with your smooth breath, lift your torso a bit. See if the foot floats. Then as you take your left hand across the top of your right foot, grab the pinky toe edge. And then pulse a bit. Once you feel stuck, I need to reset my hand here. Once you feel stuck, remember that this is a shoulder opener too. So I'm going to try to roll that left shoulder over your ear. Look underneath the armpit. And then exhale, the leg is up, place it back down. Unhook the shoulder on kickstand, and please come back to palms if you are on forearms. Inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling, a little wider high lunge here. Grab opposite elbows overhead. Gonna work your left quads here a bit. Exhale, shift your hips back, straightening through your right leg, flex the foot. And then literally stick your seat back and see if you can have a seat on your left heel. There's a little mobility here. Keep your arms where they are if you can. And so you can swing your right lower leg underneath you and have a seat on the heels. And then exhale, hands come down. Take them by the knees. Press into your fingerprints, lift your seat, tuck your toes, keep them tucked, and then push the ground away, lifting the knees. Tiptoe stand, hands to the heart, heart right over your hips. Inhale, both arms reach up. Try not to collapse in the ankles, stay on the big toes. Exhale, let's go for T-twist first. Right arm reaches back, hello plant. Stay in your twist, hands come to the heart. And then take your left elbow across to the outer right thigh. Keep your knees glued together, stay on the tippy toes. Take a good breath into your lower back. And then exhale, shift your heels down. Your hips will come up and back to a twisted chair. I'm going to make my way a little bit forward. Feel free to sit a little bit lower, hands to heart if you can. Maybe expand your wings. Should you want to implement an arm balance from a side crow, Dvipada, Anjaneyasana one, you're more than welcome to. I've been working with staying in the twisted chair, not necessarily thinking I'm taking it back to basics, but those basics are the foundation of everything, and they're very great to spend some time in. And on the exhale, allow for a forward fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Stay in your forward fold, but just pop your right heel off the floor. Interlace your fingers around your right shin or the knee. Keep the thigh glued to belly. Look forward and up and take that leg with you coming up to stand. Flex your right foot, engages, energizes the leg. Lean back a smidge. Once you feel steady, stay as you are. Just lift your human-made strap off your right knee. Exhale, cat spine over your thigh, and then step your right foot into that bootstrap. Look forward. From the knee, kick the heel forward for standing head to knee pose. Find a steady breath. Pull your heart, chest forward. Leg stays where it is. Inhale, both arms reach up. Hello, quads. Exhale, a giant light step forward to a high lunge. And then step your left foot a bit to the left, heel down to the right. Find your warrior one. Please railroad track your heels here. And then on the exhale, take your hands behind your tailbone, interlace the fingers. Inhale, pull the fist down the back thigh, heart opens. And then exhale, your humble or devotional warrior. Let your head drop. Look at the back foot. Try not to stick your booty out to the right. Draw that hip underneath you. Commit to a deeper lunge. Release your clasp, frame your right foot. Keep the left as it is. It's a bit harder. Reach your right hand forward onto a block or tented fingers. And then inhale, half moon pose over your right leg. You have to fight quite a bit of gravity here. Externally rotating your left leg over right. Reach your left arm up. A lot of energy in that top hand and the top leg by reaching. Maybe bottom hand floats up to the heart. Very steady gaze. Over your left leg, exhale, giant step back, low lateral lunge, Skandasana, hands to heart. Go high or go lower, peeling the right toes off the floor. Inhale, reach your left hand in front of your left shin, right arm up. And then looking over your left shoulder, dial the left heel in, half moon pose over your left leg, back of the mat. Again, we're fighting gravity here quite a bit. So make sure you kick, reach. Maybe bottom hand floats here as well. Fall, come back in, try again. And then giant step back over your right leg, Skandasana. Once more, opposite side now. Inhale, turn over your right leg, runner's lunge. Exhale, settle and let the next inhale pick you up into a high lunge. All right, let your left arm stay up. Right hand drops by your side body. Go slow here. Exhale, scissor your arms and draw the left knee into the chest. Inhale, scissor the arms, giant step back, left foot back. Gonna go for 2 more. Scissor left knee in. Exhale, scissor back, or inhale, left leg back. One more time, maybe try a little hop. Stepping back. And then exhale, scissor arms coming up. Left arm reaches back. Right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of the left foot. And then maybe reach that left hand so far back. Finding your Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana C. One more breath. And then exhale, let that left foot go. Slingshot it back. Hands come down, standing split. Let your head drop. Face those left toes to the floor. Looking down, maybe you want to take your right hand to the right ankle. I like to cup the calf with my forearm to create a bit of leverage to lift the left leg higher. And then maybe you wish to let the left hand join the right. Steady gaze, steady breath. And then let your hands come down. Your left foot steps 3 feet back into a pyramid pose. Railroad track the heels as needed. Half lift, maybe tented fingers or blocks. And then exhale, forward fold. Looking back, spin your fingertips away from your face. Walk the hands back to the back edge of the mat. Maybe hands on blocks if you need. Keep them there. They may move a bit forward in a moment. Look forward at the top of your right foot. Humble flamingo. Pop the left heel, bend the left knee and glue it to the inner right knee. Your toes will face up to the ceiling. Rock some weight back into the right heel, but press into the right big toe mound. And then, please, I hope you'll trust me. Place the top of the left foot on the floor behind you. Bend the right knee and sit on the left heel. So you can parallel your right foot to the inner left knee. You're sitting on the left shin, top of the left ankle. Both arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, T-twist to your right. Maybe you want to take that left elbow all the way across or take the palm across, right hand on top. They're all great twists. It's actually a twist variation from the Ashtanga series, and they're known for very intense shapes. We're going to strengthen the top of your left foot quite a bit. Try not to let it freak you out. Inhale, shift weight into your right foot. Press into the top of the left foot to lift the knee. And then step that left foot all the way back into a twisted lunge. Shimmy the foot back until the leg is long and you can press through the heel. And once more, should you want to expand your wings, you're more than welcome to. Maybe even if you want a half bind or a full bind, you're more than welcome to take those as well. One more breath. And then if you have a bind, carefully let it go. Frame your right foot. We'll meet in a right down dog split, but should you want to take Anjaneyasana 2 on your way out, your flying splits, you're more than welcome to. And then let's meet in that right down dog split. Inhale. Your choice. Maybe that one-legged chaturanga, one-legged to your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, side out. And then take a moment, child's pose or sit up on the shins. Okay. So half a side left to go. Stay with your breath. All fours to hands and knees. Inhale to your downward facing dog. All right. Draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Inhale, float your left leg all the way up. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left hand. Lower right knee down, untuck the toes. Again, you're more than welcome to stay on palms. Maybe enjoy your lizard on forearms, on blocks, all beautiful variations. For supported Vishwamitrasana, swivel your right heel foot to the left. Kickstand it, maybe rock a few times, front and back. Or slide that left shoulder underneath the left knee. Again, maybe rock a bit. And then inhale, lift the torso, see if the foot floats. If not, reset, try again. Right hand goes across the top of the left foot. Go for a gentle little pulse. And then maybe roll that right shoulder way back over your ear. Check out the ceiling. Find a good breath in. And then exhale, plant that left foot back down if it was up. Unhook the shoulder if it was hooked on kickstand, if it was kickstanded. And then with a little wider stance here, inhale, reach both arms up to the ceiling. So you can grab opposite elbows. Tricky stuff. Shift your hips back, left leg is long, peel the toes toward you. And then literally by sticking your butt back, sliding that left heel back, sitting on the right heel. This side I find to be a bit harder. So you can swing your left lower leg underneath you. I lift my seat. I cheat. But that's how we work to get greater mobility. Let your arms come back down to your side. Hands come in front of your knees. Push the ground away. Lift the seat. Tuck your toes. And then lift the knees. Let them come in. Hands to heart. Tiptoe stand. So coming forward actually makes balance harder. So you can draw the big toes down so that the ankles don't splay. All right, both arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, T-twist to your left. Just keep that heart over your hips. Hands come to your heart. Stay in the twist. Gently guide that right elbow across. Stay high on the tippy toes. Breathe into the low back. All right, tough stuff. Push your heels down. Your hips will go up and back into your twisted chair. What can you level out? Ankles, knees, so that the hips stay level, so we keep the integrity of the twist. Maybe expand your wings. Should you want to play with an arm balance, you're so more than welcome to. There is time. Go for one more breath. And then exhale, forward fold your Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, reset the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, pop your left heel off the floor, staying in your forward fold. Hands, interlace them around your left shin or the knee. Look forward and up, take the leg with you. Whoops, coming up to stand. Find your bearings, flex the left foot. And until you feel steady, ready on that right leg, keep the left leg where it is. Inhale, lift your hand strap. Exhale, a cat spine, doming over the left thigh, so you can step your foot into that bootstrap. Keep looking forward from the knee, kick the heel forward. Hopefully that feels good in your lower back. Find another breath. Leg stays up. Inhale, both arms reach up. And then exhale, lightly a giant step forward. I land on the ball of my foot. High lunge into warrior one. So right heel to the right, pivot the heel down. And then exhale, take your hands behind your tailbone. Interlace. Inhale, pull the heart wide open. And then exhale, find your humble devotional warrior. Letting the head drop. Give yourself a moment, maybe a little head bobble. Relax the left toes. Maybe bring your palms to touch for a little bit more in your shoulders. Let that clasp go. Frame your left foot. Keep your right foot where it is for now. Left hand reaches forward, tented fingers, or find a block. Half moon pose. Whoops. On the inhale, try to keep the mat on the floor. Right arm up. Maybe this time around you want to bend your right knee and find the tail grab. A little push. A little pull. And then carefully let that go. Giant step back. Skandasana. Over your right leg. Back of the mat. Go as low as you like. Keep your heart facing forward. Right hand tended in front of the right shin, left arm up. And then look over your right shoulder, dial the right heel in, half moon pose over your right leg. Quite a bit of gravity there. Maybe find the Chapasana variation, the tail grab, a little push. And then once more, carefully releasing, giant step back into Skandasana over left leg, hands to heart. If you go low, you probably have to peel those right toes off the floor. Inhale, turn over your left leg, runner's lunge. Exhale to settle and deepen. And inhale, both arms reach up, high crescent lunge. Keep your right arm up, left arm by your side body. Try to go slow. Exhale, scissor your arms, right knee into the chest. Inhale, giant step back, scissor the arms. Exhale, scissor, right knee in, come up to stand. Inhale, giant step back, scissor. Maybe add that little hop now. Exhale. Inhale, giant step back. Same momentum. Exhale, come up, scissor arms. Left hand goes to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Reach your right hand back, back, back. And then once you feel steady, maybe kick through that right heel. Heart opens to the wall that is to your right. Find another breath. And then inhale, swing the leg back, releasing, hands come down. Standing split. Tended fingers, maybe a block. Let the head drop. Look down in front of your left big toe. Maybe take the left hand to the left ankle. Feel free to use the forearm to leverage. Keep lifting right heel. And then perhaps balancing from the hip. Let the right hand join. Super duper steady gaze. It's a practice. And the hands come down. Right foot steps 3 feet back. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Right foot is about a 45-degree. Make sure that heel is down. Find a small half lift. And then exhale, fold over your left leg. Walk your hands away from your face. Tented fingers towards the back edge of the mat. Feel free to snatch your blocks. Find a little half lift. Look at the top of the left foot. For humble flamingo, rock your weight into the left foot by popping the right heel. Then bend your right knee and glue it to inner left. Toes face the ceiling. Tricky stuff. And then plant the top of that right foot on the floor behind you. Bend the left knee and have a seat on the right heel and shin. Draw that left foot, big toe, parallel to inner right knee. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, T-twist to your left. Maybe take that right elbow across, hands in prayer. You can even take that right palm, forearm across, left hand on top. And you can transition with this as well. All right, don't let that ankle strengthen or freak you out. Rock weight into the left foot. Press into the top of the right foot, lift the knee. And then step that right foot way back into your twisted lunge. I'm going to reset with the hands in prayer. Perhaps again, once more, expand the wings. Maybe go for half or full bind. Push through that back heel. And then one more breath. Floating the hands down on the inhale. We'll meet in that left dog split. Should you want to take your Anjaneyasana 2 on your way out, flying splits, you're more than welcome to. And then let's meet left down dog split. Feel free to go through your Vinyasa, one-legged, regular, or none at all, to your downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose, side out. And then take your time to lower down to hands and knees. Tabletop. One big cat spine on the exhale. Inhale, one cow spine. And then exhale, neutral spine. Tuck the left toes, push the heel and knee, lift. Leg is long. Lift the left leg, bend the knee, flex the foot, footprint to the ceiling. Reach your right arm back. Maybe this is enough. Awesome for your back. Perhaps grab the inner ankle or big toe edge of the foot. Look forward and then see if you can lift the knee.
push and pull. And then exhale, let the foot go. Cross the left knee behind the right. You may need to shimmy the knees to the midline of the mat. Separate your feet. And then exhale, just shift your hips briefly back between the heels. Brief moment of Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Big breath into the hips, side out. And then inhale, shift your weight forward, come back to a cross-legged tabletop. Uncross the legs to tabletop. Tuck your right toes, push through the heel, knee lift. Float the right leg, bend the knee, flex your foot. Reach your left hand back, that might be plenty. Maybe you want to grab the inner ankle or the big toe edge of the foot. Looking forward is half your back bend, then maybe lift the knee, press the foot into the hand. And then exhale, let the foot go. Cross the right knee behind the left. Shimmy the feet to the midline of the mat. Shimmy the knees to the midline of the mat. Separate your feet wide. Walk your hands back. Drop your booty between your heels. Take a moment in this phenomenal hip opener. Big breath in. Side out. And then inhale, bring yourself a bit more upright. Lean your hands behind you so you can unravel the legs. Scoot down. And please come to lie on your back. Once you're on your back, windshield wiper your legs. Maybe you want to take that into a happy baby. Or perhaps today you want to take a shoulder stand or plow pose. A couple of options. You can always take a bridge pose. Maybe you wish to take a full wheel. I'm just going to talk you through some options here. Or perhaps you wish to take Supta Baddha Konasana, bottom of the feet together, knees wide. Moving eventually into your Shavasana, your choice. Take your time to finish whatever it is you're working on. You can take Shavasana in that reclined butterfly, or let the legs be long and let the feet flop open.